Hoping it don't rain no more. You think it will?
Yeah, Graham would be 3. But we got Jerrigan is back. Jerrigan is by. Alright, that man is back. I gotta go all the way back around. Fuck. Now they highlight Jerrigan. Alright, we good. Go.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. Throwing on first is Wentz. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A first carry now for Wendell Smallwood. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Good chip.
First down, a run with Smallwood. They find some open field here. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Lion.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his first look is incomplete. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point. I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. A CD looking ahead for Philadelphia. They will have a Week 9 bye, and at the midway point, they're 4-4. At 500 after a 6-point win last week against Jacksonville. But that wasn't an easy game. They almost blew that ball game in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they've had their struggles in the fourth.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 71 yards. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Elliott good on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Elliott now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at about the 32. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Mahomes now on first down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And they get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Slow.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says, we're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Shorty.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And his throw here's incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes, even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
To throw, it's Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2.
Run. Sunday.
They'll run with Clement. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The first carry for Josh Adams. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. Eluding the pressure right. The Eagles unable to convert there on
fourth. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop.
Earlier, Charles, we talked about Patrick Mahomes and the great start that he's had, 26 touchdown passes through his first 8 games. But with that win last week over Denver, Kansas City has won 7 straight times in that series. That's impressive.
It really is, because when you think about how strong Denver has been on defense over time, you don't expect anyone to put that kind of a streak on them. They're now 7-1, their best start since 2013. And how about how the schedule opens up for them? At Cleveland, home for Arizona before the big one, the week before Thanksgiving, the Los Angeles Rams in Mexico City.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. Here's Hunt. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chiefs are in for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that? What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when those to try something with a 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Sunday!
Throwing is Wentz. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. Time for a break break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. It's a very short kick taken by an up man.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 40. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. On target over the middle to Hill. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15... the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
They start on the ground with Adams. And he's got room. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And off comes to Smallwood. And he's got some space here. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the third and then carry that over to the fourth.
I like that. Recalibrate. Strong.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. A run, it's Clement. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. I'm just taking a glance real quick at next week's games in the NFL. The Chiefs at Browns, that's kind of intriguing. Obviously, the Browns are struggling, Charles, but Mayfield and Mahomes, that's going to be a fun quarterback battle.
It's going to be a blast, isn't it? Maybe they can recreate their day when they played against each other in college, when Mayfield had transferred.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And some room to run now. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They give to Smallwood. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the red zone now, Wentz. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Justin Houston able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. We're back now in KC. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. Working from the gun, Wentz. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Reggie Ragland. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out. So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah. Risky.
And it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius. I do admire that he went for it.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On second down, Smallwood. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 4th down. Wentz going to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They run again with Hunt. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Mahomes. Going up top. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead, or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Screen pass to Sproles. And he's got this down to the 35. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. They need a touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Breaks through the... It's a foot race. The 40, the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Butker now to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Wentz. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
They'll run again with Hunt. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now Hunt. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll try and run it now with Sproles. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Goes underneath for Sproles. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. Now Wentz, forced out to his left. As he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chiefs are likely going to win the football game. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it. Not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. A toss play to Hunt. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Ready. Blue 45. Blue 45. Hut.
Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The Chiefs on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go now. Green.
This is Hunter. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.